Friday again, it's Q&A with Aaron. Again, click the top link on the page that says Q&A with Aaron. You can go ahead and submit that form, and I'll answer any questions that you do have, okay? So we'll get right into this. First question comes from Monica. She asks, I heard eating gluten-free will make me healthier. Is that true? Monica, I'm going to try to answer this really quickly. You got to be careful with this. Anytime you eliminate foods from your diet, you could see an adverse reaction to that. Now, gluten-free diet is great with somebody who has a celiac disease. That's where any type of form of gluten will cause inflammation in your intestinal tract, and it'll prevent you from losing weight, and it actually can make you very sick. So if you do have some type of allergy to wheat, a gluten-free diet would be a great option, and 100% it will make you healthier. Whether you know it or not, some people are sensitive to wheat or gluten, so it can't hurt to try out a gluten-free diet. However, I'm not going to say that it's unhealthy or it's healthier for everybody, because if your body can absorb and can break down the wheat, then it's okay to have it. So by eliminating gluten from your diet, for every person, it's more a case-by-case basis. So, if this is something you have a question of and you're unsure, you can go to your doctor and have blood tests done to see if you do have some type of insensitivity to gluten. And I would advise you to do that before you made any eliminations from your diet. Okay, so that's always a rule of thumb: is check with your physician to make sure that you are having these reactions to gluten. Okay, good question. Next question comes from Carla. She asks, nutritionally speaking, is raw sugar better for me than refined sugar? Absolutely not. 100%, absolutely, positively. Sugar is sugar. The processing of sugar is basically, it's from the cane, it eliminates molasses, and that's what you see in the crystallized form. So whether it's refined or whether it's in the raw form, it still has the same caloric density to it. So by saying, I'm substituting turbinado sugar for the refined table sugar, you're not really doing anything different other than maybe taking out a little bit of the refined process, because sugar is refined to an extent even when it says it's raw and natural. It's just the refining process is not as extensive. So you're really not going to become healthier or less fat because you have turbinado raw sugar instead of regular sugar. So to answer your question, to be 100% blunt with you, no, it's not healthier. It's not nutritionally speaking. It's not going to get you in a different position. Okay. Next question comes from Lucy. She asks, what's a quick way to add flavor to chicken or steak without soaking them in marinade? Lucy, great way to do this is to have food dry rubbed, where you take spices and herbs and then just put it on the outside part of the chicken or the steak. You don't have to soak it in a marinade for 30 minutes for it to have a bunch of flavor for it. If you just take some salt, pepper, paprika, basil, parsley, whatever herbs that you like, make a nice combination of them, and then put them on the outside part of the chicken before you grill it, and it's absolutely phenomenal because it sears right into the actual chicken breast itself, and you can taste the flavors in the center of the chicken cutlet. So go ahead and try that out. Try a dry rub without a marinade, and then you'll see that you saved yourself that much in terms of the fat, because there is fat in oil. Even if it's olive oil and you're marinating in olive oil, you're still adding fat to that healthy chicken breast. Okay, so again, let's try dry rub to your foods that you're cooking. Okay. Last question is going to come from Carolyn or Caroline, I'm not sure. She says, how many minutes a day should I exercise? This all depends on the goals that you're looking to accomplish. What I try to have with my fitness bootcamp classes is I try to provide a way for my ladies to come in here, keep their heart rate elevated for a solid 45 minutes. 45 minutes of intense, lightweight training, cardio activity, keeping their heart rate elevated past 120 beats per minute. Promotes great response in terms of weight loss or muscle gain, body toning. So the amount of minutes that you decide to work out per day, I would never really exceed 90 minutes straight through. Again, if you're an Olympic athlete and you're training for a triathlon, disregard what I just said. You obviously have to have a tailored down schedule. But if you're an average Joe and you're just going out and exercising 4 to 5 days a week, try to keep it under 45 to 60 minutes. All right, be very, very proactive with your exercise. Try to stay in a nice rhythm and a nice schedule. Try not to stop and talk and then go back and exercise and stop and talk and get back and exercise. Keep your heart rate elevated past 120 beats per minute for that entire time, and you'll see good great results with that. Okay, so ladies, I hope I addressed your questions. please, anybody else out there, feel free to submit a question by clicking the link above. Otherwise, have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday with a nice motivational piece. So have an awesome weekend. Go out and spend some time with your family and friends and be happy, okay? Take care.